Have you ever wondered where the calmest place in the world is? I'm not talking about a quiet beach or a remote mountaintop. I'm talking about a place so silent it pushes the very limits of human perception. A place where you can literally hear the sound of your own body functioning. Today, we're journeying to Building 87 at Microsoft's headquarters in Redmond, Washington, to explore the anechoic chamber, officially certified by Guinness World Records as the quietest place on Earth. So, what is an anechoic chamber? The word anechoic literally means without echo. These rooms are designed to completely absorb reflections of sound or electromagnetic waves. They are isolated from external sources of noise, creating an environment that is as close to absolute silence as we can get. Microsoft's chamber achieved an astonishingly low background noise level of negative 20.35 decibels. To put that into perspective, the threshold of human hearing is 0 decibels. A quiet whisper is around 30 decibels. This room is so silent, it's quieter than the sound of air molecules colliding at room temperature. It's a silence that is, quite literally, beyond human hearing. The lead designer of this chamber, Hundrai Gopal, said that the goal was to create the perfect testing environment for Microsoft's audio equipment. Think about it. When you're developing products like the Surface laptops, HoloLens, or Cortana's voice recognition, you need to understand precisely how the microphones and speakers are performing. Any background noise, any echo, can interfere with the data. In this chamber, the only sound they test is the sound coming directly from the device itself. This allows engineers to measure the pure, unadulterated performance of their audio components, leading to the crystal clear sound quality we expect from our gadgets. Building this sanctuary of silence was an incredible feat of engineering. The chamber itself is like a room, within another room. It's constructed as an onion-like structure of 6 layers of concrete and steel, separating it from the rest of the building and the outside world. The entire chamber, which is essentially a 21-foot cube, rests on a foundation of 68 vibration-damping springs. This ensures that no vibrations from the building, not even a footstep from a floor above, can penetrate the space. It's like the chamber is floating, completely detached from its surroundings. When you step inside, the first thing you notice is the bizarre visual landscape. The walls, ceiling, and floor are covered in huge, wedge-shaped structures made of fiberglass. These aren't just for decoration. These meter-long wedges are acoustic absorbers, designed to trap sound waves and prevent them from bouncing back. Any sound that enters a wedge gets dissipated as a tiny amount of heat, effectively killing the echo. Because the floor is also covered in these wedges, you can't stand on it directly. Instead, you walk on a suspended mesh of steel cables, like a trampoline, which is acoustically transparent. This adds to the surreal, floating sensation of being inside. Once the massive, vault-like door is sealed, the silence descends. And it's not the peaceful silence you might imagine. At first, it's just quiet. But then, your brain, deprived of its usual auditory input, starts to play tricks on you. Your hearing becomes incredibly sensitive. You'll start to hear things you've never heard before. The faint whoosh of air in your lungs, the gurgle of your stomach, the steady, rhythmic thumping of your own heart. Some people have even reported being able to hear the sound of their own blood flowing, or the high-pitched whine of their nervous system. For most people, this experience is deeply unsettling. We are so accustomed to a constant bath of background noise, the hum of the refrigerator, the distant traffic, the rustle of leaves, that its complete absence feels unnatural. Without any sound cues to orient ourselves, our sense of balance can get thrown off. This is because we subtly use sound and echoes to understand our position in a space. In total silence and often in darkness, many people report feeling disoriented and dizzy. It's a powerful demonstration of how interconnected our senses truly are. The record for the longest time anyone has spent inside an anechoic chamber is just over an hour. It's not a physical limit, but a psychological one. The sensory deprivation becomes overwhelming. The experience forces you to turn inward in a way that is both profound and, for some, unbearable. You become intensely aware of your own biological existence. The chamber strips away all external distractions, leaving you with nothing but the symphony of your own body. It's been described as a form of forced meditation, where the focus isn't your breath, but the entire noisy machine that is you. While Microsoft's chamber holds the official record, it's not the only one of its kind. Another famous anechoic chamber is at Orfield Laboratories in Minneapolis. Before Microsoft surpassed it, this chamber held the world record for quietness. Its founder, Stephen Orfield, has talked extensively about the psychological effects of the silence. He notes that the experience challenges our fundamental perception of reality. When you're in the chamber, the only things you can hear are you. You become the sound. It's a fascinating and slightly terrifying philosophical concept to experience firsthand. So why go to such extreme lengths to create silence? Beyond testing consumer electronics, these chambers have a wide range of applications. NASA uses them to test the acoustics of spacecraft and to simulate the silence of space for astronaut training. The automotive industry uses them to pinpoint and eliminate squeaks and rattles in new car designs. Medical researchers use them to study hearing disorders and tinnitus. They are invaluable tools for any field that requires a precise understanding of sound. The silence of the anechoic chamber is a paradox. It's a man-made environment designed to replicate a state that doesn't truly exist in nature. Even in the deepest wilderness, there's always sound: the wind, the animals, the earth itself. The chamber offers us a glimpse into the void, a confrontation with absolute nothingness, and in doing so, it reveals just how much sound shapes our world and our own consciousness. It's a reminder that what we perceive as silence is almost always just a lower level of noise. The quest for the quietest place on Earth is also a quest to understand the limits of our own senses. It pushes the boundaries of engineering and our understanding of human psychology. It's a place where the physical and the perceptual merge, where the objective measurement of decibels gives way to the subjective experience of hearing your own heartbeat as if it were a drum. Would you ever want to spend time in an anechoic chamber? How long do you think you could last before the silence got to you? It's a fascinating thought experiment. The calmest place in the world isn't a peaceful meadow. It's an intensely engineered, psychologically challenging space that makes you the loudest thing in it. It's a place that teaches us that true silence isn't just the absence of noise, but the presence of ourselves. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the quietest place on Earth. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of science and technology. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.